science class. I hope you all are safe and sound at your home, and I really hope that you did very well in your exams. Now it's time to get back to your studies back again. So today I will be taking very interesting yet very easy chapter from biology, and that is reaching the age of adolescence. Now in this chapter what we are going to study. Now before actually going into the chapter, let's try to recall something which is very relevant and very linked with this chapter. So children, I hope you all have studied about reproduction in animals. We studied that in our previous classes. Now we all know that reproduction is the main characteristics of all the living beings. Yes, all the living beings, they reproduce and they give birth to their young ones, and thus the cycle of growth goes on. Now human males, the human males gives sperm and the females have ovum. When they both fuse together, the new baby is born. But children, do you think that there is certain age for this reproduction process? For example, do you think that once the child is born, that child is ready to give birth, that child is ready to reproduce? No, actually not. So there is certain age on which we can give birth or we can reproduce. So how we will come to know, how we will get to know that one has reached its reproductive age? So that is what we are going to study today. That age is called as adolescent. Okay. So now we all know, children, we grow from very small age. You are once a child, then you grow, you go to school, you play with toys, then again you socialize, you meet your friends, you meet with your teachers, you play, you do activities, you study, and then slowly and gradually you grow and grow. Now there comes a time when you become a mature adult, then after that you become more mature, and then after some time you start aging down and you grow old at the end. So this is basically the life cycle of human beings. Every living being has to grow in such a way, and it has to age and grow old also in such a way. But there is this link between a baby and an adult, and that centered age is called as adolescent age. Now not only in males, not only in females, this is very prominent in all the living beings, especially humans and other living beings. Now in males also, in females also, once they are toddler, they grow up, then they become young adult, then they become adult, then they become old. Similarly, here also they are once baby, then they become toddler, then they become young adult, they become mature adult, then they become old. Similarly, the males also grow in such a way. Now during these growth, they also bring about certain changes in their body. There occurs a lot of changes in their body, and after a certain phase, they are ready to reproduce. They are very ready to reproduce. Now this we call as reaching the age of adolescence. Adolescence is the link between the young adult and the mature adult. Okay, so we can say that between the child and the adult, there is this age which we call as adolescence. So this period of life when body undergoes certain changes leading to reproductive maturity. See, when you are grown up, a child of 5 years old might not be able to reproduce. It will actually not be able to reproduce. Can you imagine reproduction process in a very small child? No, because their body is not reproductive. Their body is not reproductively mature. So they have not obtained the adolescence age. So the period of life when the body undergoes changes leading to reproductive age is called as adolescence, and this period begins around at the age of 11 and lasts up to 18. So once the child is grown up, enters the 11 years, it will be called as adolescent. It will be called as adolescent. Okay, now it will attain 12, then 13. From 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19, these are the peak years of adolescent, which can be seen as the maximum growth. It will be characterized by the maximum growth in the internal as well as the physical body. Okay, so since they all end with teen, for example 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, so they are also called as teens. Okay, so children or the adult between 13 to 19, they are called as teens, or sometimes they are also referred as teenagers. Teenagers. Okay, and then they are called as adolescent as well. So adolescence is this age or this period when they are from the age between, when they are in the between of ages 13 to 19, and when they are undergoing many changes. Okay, so now they undergo certain changes, and those changes are called as puberty. Okay, so you might have seen that a small child, when you are a small girl, for example, so your voice is little pitch, it has a high pitch, okay, and you are small also, okay, but as soon as you grow, okay, there will be a change in your voice, there will be change in your body structure, especially in the boys. Okay, if you are a small boy of 11 age, and if you compare the boy of 11 years with the boy of 18 years, you will see the drastic changes in their physical appearance. You will see that the boy will have more coarse voice, heavy voice, and there will be many facial hairs in the face. They will be having beard, okay, mustaches. Okay, so all these things start appearing. Slowly and gradually there is change in their height also. So we can say that there are numerous changes. The adolescent undergoes numerous changes between this time period, between 13 to 17. Between 13 to 17 there are several changes in their body. Sorry children, 13 to 19. So these changes, these set of changes are called as puberty. They are called as puberty. So sometimes puberty and adolescence, they are used synonymously for each other, but puberty is actually the set of changes and adolescence is that period. Okay, puberty is the change, whereas the adolescence is the period. Okay, so the human body undergoes several changes during adolescence. These changes marks the onset of puberty. The most important change which marks puberty is that boys and girls become capable of reproduction. So the whole story is related with the reproduction. All these changes occurs due to, so as to obtain this reproductive maturity. So all this story is related with the reproduction only, which is a very important and integral and also the inseparable part of our life. Okay, puberty ends when an adolescent reaches reproductive maturity. So adolescent end at the age of 18. Now let's see what are the various changes. This we have already covered. The period of life between 11 years and 19 years, when the body undergoes changes leading to reproductive maturity, is called as adolescence. Between the ages of 11 years and 19 years, children are called adolescents. During this period, adolescents are also called as teenagers. And now what is puberty? During adolescence, the body undergoes several changes and becomes capable of reproduction. These changes are beginning of the puberty. Now let's see what are the various changes. So as you can see, these are the very prominent changes. In the girls also or in the boys also, you will see that some of the boys or the girls, they will develop the public hair under the armpits or in the private parts, whereas in the girls there will be the enlargement of breast and other reproductive parts in male and female. But there are many changes that can be seen outside as well. Okay, there are still many hormonal changes that occur inside our body, but still few changes are very prominent and very visible physically also. Let's see what are these changes. So the first change is increase in height. The next one is change in body shape, voice change, increased activity of sweat and sebaceous glands. We will talk about it a little later. Development of sex organs like testes and all these reproductive parts. reaching mental, intellectual and emotional maturity. You also mature mentally, intellectually and emotionally with the age. Now let's see the increase in height. Okay, now children, this is the most conspicuous change during puberty. Now this is the most visible change. You might have seen that the children grow very rapidly. They grow very rapidly between the age of 11 to 19. Yes, so this is the most conspicuous change that occurs in the puberty. At this time, the bones actually grow. The bones grow which give rise in the enlargement of their height. So actually bones elongate. So that leads to the elongation of their body parts, and thus we call it the growth in the height. Okay, so it is because of the due to the growth of bones. Okay, now let's have a look on the average rate of height. So children, this is the average rate of height in females and boys. Now generally it is seen that the girls grow the girls grow faster as compared to boys. Okay, so that is genetic, that is due to hormonal changes. So girls grow faster in height as compared to boys. They also develop maturity way earlier than the boys. So as you can see here, at the age of 8, the boys will attain their 72% of height, whereas at the age here the girl will attain its 77% of her height. At the age of 13, the boy will get only 88% out of 100%. So out of 100%, the boy will have only 88% and girl will have 95%. So you can compare the rate at which they both grow. So at the age of 15, the boys paces the girls, and they start growing faster after 14 to 15 years. So as you can see here also. Then take a screenshot of this photo and you can have a look. Now children, you can also calculate your height. You can also calculate your overall height. You can also calculate your full height by using this formula. Okay, so for example, a boy of 9-year-old. So for example, a boy is 9-year-old and he is 120 centimeter long. A boy is 9-year-old and his present height is 120 centimeter. Now can you tell what will be his full height? Yes, we can tell it. So first of all, this is the formula: present height upon percentage of full height at this age multiplied by 100. So what is this? What is the present height? What is present height upon percentage of height at this age into 100? So present height is 120. What is the percentage of height at this age, at the age of 9? Let's see here. At the age of 9, what is the percent of boys? That is 75%. So we will write 75% here into 100. You divide it, you will get the. So the boy will get this amount of full height. Okay, so this is how you can calculate your full height. Okay, you can write down your present height here and the percentage of height from this table. If you are 14-year-old, write down this percentage of full height and calculate it. You will get your full height once you reach the 18 years. Okay, so this will be quite interesting activity. You can do it. Now this is the first change. Now next is the change in body shape. Now you can easily tell that a child body shape is very different from a boy at the age of 18, or a girl who is at 11-year-old or maybe 6-year-old. Her body shape is completely different from a girl, or we can say a teenage girl of 18 or 17. In boys, you can see the shoulders become broader and the chest becomes wider. Yes, the muscles of the body grow very prominently. In the girls also, the region below the waist, it starts becoming wider. Okay, they starts becoming wider, the breasts become bigger, and all these changes in the body shape occur. Okay, so I hope children you understand this. Now let's also take voice change. In the puberty, the voice box also starts growing. Okay, boys develop a very large voice box. Okay, so that is the reason why boys have a deep and hoarse voice, because their larynx, that windpipe, develops very largely during this age, and you can actually see this larynx very clearly. Whereas in girls, the larynx doesn't grow that They don't have that deep voice. You can see this here. So you might have seen this voice box growing very prominently in boys, which is known as Adam's apple. So if the boys have a very deep and very hoarse voice, so you will notice that he will have a bigger Adam apple. Okay, if his voice is not that deep or not that hoarse, so that Adam apple will not be that prominent. Okay, so you can observe that this and you can easily tell. So the growing voice box can be seen as a protruding part of the throat, which is called as Adam's apple. I hope children you understood all these changes in the body, in the voice. In the next class we will talk about the increased activity of sweat and sebaceous glands and the development of sex organs and other developments once we reach the puberty and once we go towards the puberty. Okay, till then take care, bye bye.